Well, good morning, noon, or night. So, I guess the next thing we'll be hearing for the entirety of the year is your Seattle Sea Chickens are Super Bowl champions of the 2025 season. We all knew going into the divisionals what would basically happen. At least on the NFC side, right? We kind of knew what was going on. We're like, okay, the Bears are good, but not Super Bowl ready. The Niners got lucky, not Super Bowl ready. The Rams fought tooth and nail. Second place Super Bowl ready, I guess. And then last but not least, the Seattle Sea Chickens just had everything going their way. Great coaching, great defense, good offensive minds working together, doing what they can. And, they got that shit done. I didn't think it would be that tough of a game. In my opinion, I didn't think it seemed like it was that tough of a game for Seattle anyways in the first place, because, they showed their dominance pretty early, at least on defense, and then, it was pretty difficult to, not get a touchdown till, the third quarter, and that's when the floodgates kind of opened a little bit. New England was like, oh, shit. Well, New England's first opportunity to come back was possible, but Drake May threw a pick and it was over. Then it started to go back the other direction, and then everyone kind of knew at that point too. So wild, honestly, so awesome to see this season come to a close. In my opinion, as well, I believe Bo Nix and the Broncos would have beaten the Patriots and gone on to play and probably had a more of a closer game, I guess, if that were it, against the Seattle Seahawks rather than the Patriots, because in my opinion the Patriots got a really, really lucky opportunity when Bo Nix was out. So the fact that they didn't have to play against Bo Nix, that's huge in my opinion. And it would have been a different game by far. And Sean Payton should have won that game anyways with Stidham, except for the fact that he just kept throwing picks. Tough, I know. You know what they should have done too? Seattle should have pulled Marshawn Lynch back from the grave just to get him a ring. That would have been wild. Imagine that. Marshawn, signed for us for the Super Bowl. We'll maybe put you in one play just to block. But, you know why you're here. Pick up that ring you never got. Because today, I don't know who was gambling or not. It was a sure win. It was a surefire thing. There's no way. I didn't see any way. Unless Drake May was, serving up some scampering all over the place. He just wasn't there. It just wasn't it. And it was Sam Darnold's time to shine. But for that, though, let's rewind. Let's rewind 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours before the kickoff. I'm in the studio / office / where I live, and I get an opportunity to film a podcast, which I'm super, super, super happy for, super, super excited for. And in the middle of editing, I should already have it done, but I was having a hard time with getting the audio synced up because my mic was just not working. Tired. I got a great interview, about an hour and a half at the most, with a little bit of singing if I could get that done. And a combination of, a group of guys, but not only that, speaking in between and having a conversation with Christian to see more about what we can do for him and how he can chase the dream, kind of like we're all doing. Ooh. Besides that, I gotta get this grind back on. And yeah, I took this weekend to just breathe. and I still was up and out and about and stuff, so it's kind of funny. But we got a couple clients this morning. I'm gonna grab some coffee. After that, my goal is to head out to Clovis Community because just to see my grandma, because I don't know what the next step with her is. So I'll probably stop by my house, grab my laptop, head over there, and do some editing and stuff, grab some food, and just wish my grandma a good day, I guess. She's having heart issues, and there's really virtually nothing we can do about it at the moment. We're also waiting for them to do tests as well, so yeah, that was something that I found out yesterday as well. So not that it put a damper on the day too much, but it was just something that came up a little bit too as we talked about the podcast. And it's something that I have been personally dealt with too much, like someone close to me passing away. So it'll be very interesting how we move forward from this, because I think my grandma was a really pivotal piece in my growing up, big time, because she did what she could, and she raised the the 6 uncles that I've interacted with in my life and learned from and grew from, as well as my mom. Excuse me. So I believe she plays a pivotal role in all of our success, and I wish her just peace. Alright, I'm gonna pick up some Starbreeze, suck on it, and wait for my client. We'll see you soon. On and on and on and on with me and you. Ah! Jeez. Alright, we are on our way to another great day. So as we finish up, semi-finish up, right? Because we're going to be back later. Of course, I always get into a conversation with Debbie, making sure we're on track with stuff, because she's doing her thing, and if she needs my help, I could come help her do her thing. But editing, posting, and more or less helping with social media overhaul is going to be the forefront and the goal of moving forward with this. So I'm excited because she is starting to get on a better schedule with with getting content to me, so I could start putting it together and posting. So I got to make sure that I'm on my grind, so she can continue hers, because she's going to start having people be out there all the time commenting or seeing her posts and this and that. So it's gonna we're gonna blow this thing up. As well, I have to make sure on the flip side I'm still making sure I'm doing my content and then posting, and then making sure I'm trying to follow through with getting my Rich Fit done and the engine out there for people. Not to mention taking care of 4 or 5 other projects, but I think those are the main ones. And acting, I think those are the main ones. I think I'm gonna really worry and kind of nail in as best I can. I have to make sure. I want to get all that social media stuff down, Done. Then I need to build and more or less finish this Rich Fit engine for people to get workouts and meal plans. So that way I can release it. And then, last but not least, make sure that I practice my acting skills. And I think that's one of the things that I might have to wrap into Shit Gigs and Topics as a separate segment. And I have the episode with Christian that I need to edit. That one I could do. That one I have a better plan for. So I'm excited for that, because I'm actually going to try to drop that sooner rather than later, especially because I have Friday that I need to edit real quick in post. So we're actually going to have a lot of stuff coming out today. And then, of course, I'm going to go by after probably I eat or something. My mom says she has a meeting around 1, so I have time in between. But gotta go. I'm going to go to Clovis Community and go see Grandma, whatever that, means. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll take time off of work too, just to refocus up. Ask myself what really matters, what I'm willing to sacrifice for. So yeah. Anywho, let's go get some food. Let's go home and make some food, actually, because I got a steak. I got a tri-tip, actually, and some eggs. Let's do it. I'm excited. Oh man, here we are, back on the road, back to the gym. In between, wow, it really went by pretty quick. I didn't realize how long I was taking trying to figure out this episode. Oh my Lanta, people are flying down the 41 right now, and this dumbass Honda is just braking. Like, no reason. I'm going the speed limit, and he's being passed like that. Like, homie, not even going the speed limit. Anyway, driving in traffic is wild. It's not even actually too bad. I'm pretty good on my timing. I'm like 30 minutes early, just in case. I'm hungry. I'm gonna grab something, an energy drink, which shouldn't, but yeah. I spent a lot of time doing edits, and I owe time later in the day to Debbie's projects too, because it took me a little too long to put together the podcast that we did yesterday. And as excited as I am to bring you guys that podcast with all of us, just have to make sure I do it in like this timely manner, and don't forget my other projects that I have to do, as we were talking about. So unfortunately I didn't get time today to go see my grandma, which I hope doesn't haunt me. My mom said she's going to go there tomorrow, and I'll have more time tomorrow, an immense amount of time tomorrow to go, so I'm going to make that count. But later tonight, though, I gotta take that time after that 9 to 5 to make it count. What are they doing with this lot? There used to be this parking lot right there that we used to play at for the most part, and we did car meets and stuff, and they've had some like sales and other stuff doing like RV sales and stuff in that lot. It's funny, we always were like, yeah bro, we can host venues here all the time and do stuff in an empty lot, host meets and blah 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 blah. Dang, cars are whipping it today. They sold a lot. That small little lot, that's so wild. I mean, I'm not really surprised, because everyone's trying to make money, and whether it's spend it to make it,
and you're the one that's owning that little piece of land. So what's up? Gotta start moving into making deals. But we're very far from that. We still gotta hit, our simple goals in the 9 to 5. And stay on top of that. Be consistent in something. And then keep building. Damn. Just tough day. I don't know. Just a tough day. Tough Monday. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I only got like 4 hours of sleep. But yeah, I'm feeling the weight of that right now. I don't know why. Dragging. Mentally. Physically. I'm hoping I can get some food. I don't feel better. Because I feel terrible. Wish me luck! With double vision. Oh my gosh. No disguise for that double vision. I can't believe that I just went through a workout right now. And on top of that, I have to go home. I get to go home and put together a little recording track of myself singing to send in for an audition type. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm very scared. Man, this is really tough. I didn't want to work out at all, and I'm glad I did, because I always feel like garbage. I still kind of feel like garbage. And I don't know, it could be because of the lack of sleep or something. Could be getting sick, or I really hope not. But yeah, fantastic opportunity once again. Finding a way, to make dreams happen and dreams come true. Even though you might not be ready, I am for sure not ready. But I will do my best to try. Because if I don't try, I can't live with it. I can't live with myself. So I gotta get home, shower, change, eat, take a second, gather my thoughts, and figure out what I feel like I could try to sing. I really don't know. I haven't really, like practice anything like through and through a song. I would never not know. I would not be able to have someone tell me you were doing it right or wrong, or like what you sounded like type of, so this is gonna be really interesting, because the only thing I ever do is just sing after something, and then that's about it, or something random. And to me, it all just makes sense. It doesn't really matter, because I'm not even saying the actual words. I'm just trying to semi-match pitch, or at least match pitch, you know what I'm saying? So, with something that I would have to practice or learn, I guess it's something probably a little bit different. Again, I had my training before, so I'm excited to kind of dig up my knowledge and try this. And then, of course, I was told as well, like, I would be able to also learn more and get help, especially if, this guy's just kind of slacking a little bit, and he's almost there. He's almost there, maybe. So, we're gonna see if that's our guy and that's us. But we're gonna try for show, and I'm gonna have to post it here and show you guys what it's about, what we are like. Tomorrow, though, I will not only be dropping Monday, but I will be hopefully dropping our episode with Christian. That's the goal. I'm gonna let him know as well. I'm gonna tell him that he can check out the one itself, the clip that I put together. I'm gonna send it to him so he can watch it himself. But I'm excited. I hope he enjoys it, and we'll see if we can't get canceled. You know what I'm saying? As we continue this podcast, and then we continue growing, and we continue doing these things and following and chasing, what it is that, I sought after to want to chase, and that's, this dream to continue. see what happens next.